Där är vi.
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
Don't you want to hear what happened? Hope it isn't bad.
Oh, it's bad. Real bad. Delgado will fill you in with the details. Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
Damn, woman. I'm running.
Need something?
There's a lot of history here. Not the good kind.
So there I am.
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart. You want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right. I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
It's right here.
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always.
Ja, det er det da. Jeg ble kalt Rook, men det er jeg som gjør alt sammen.
Real fun.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC Systef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's legacy home.
How do you know this stuff is massing an attack?
I have a very reliable source at Mast. They were so concerned that the threat was real, they actually jumped the information out to us right away.
I'd rather stare and fight now. I'll prep my ship.
Just slow down and listen before you jump the gun and ruin everything. Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Key's databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the comm spike module installed as well.
When do we get our own lackeys to do everything in creation while we lay back and watch SSNN?
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannock 4, board the Legacy, and bring us the cash.
Where do I build the ship modules I need?
Everything you'll need for ship repair and construction is down in Jass's section of the key. If you have any questions about the modules, she'll have all the answers.
Sounds simple enough.
Nothing around here is simple.
Del's right. You have to follow these steps carefully, or don't bother coming back. After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away.
You can count on me.
Yeah? I sure hope so. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself.
Det blir så digg å bare knekke trærne hans, ass. Is there more to Crix's legacy than just money?
Crimson Fleet isn't really a fleet. It's an ideal. A principle that Crix sought to set up so that pirates didn't infight over scraps. Over time, that notion has been lost.
Det er meningen da. Hvordan de runner politikken sin og sånn.
Doing jobs on the side, killing each other. Bringing Crix's legacy back to the fleet would be like validating everything Jasper Crix believed in. And I'm certain it would unify us once again. Of course, it wouldn't exactly hurt to have all that extra money at our disposal. But I think you catch my meaning.
What's your biggest worry about the upcoming attack?
The toughest nut to crack is if UC Sistef brings in the vigilance. That Commander Ikande has himself a hell of a ship there. Advanced shield tech, bristling with weapons. I would love to see that thing burn. If we hope to stand a chance against it, we need those defensive batteries and Grix's legacy.
Who are these captains you keep mentioning?
You've met some of them already. Matis Castillo, Yevgeny Rokov, Juan Dayu, Estelle Vincent, and Adler Kemp. They might feel like independents to you, but each one of them has a stake in the Crimson Fleet, and each one of them wants a cut of the wealth. I am sending word out to every able-bodied captain that they are needed. We'll see how many answer the call.
Sure.
Get moving before
one
it's
at a
too
time,
late.
right? I'd
I
appreciate
need
it,
to
Chad.
get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast.
Mind help me with my ship? How will the Comspec module... whatever, mind help me.
Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install. I'd love to take your money, but...
Real motherfucker.
Right?
Men
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this fast.
how will the Comspec module help me find the legacy?
Comspike traces and decrypts coded signals. As long as you have the transponder ID, you can track pretty much anything. That file you lifted from the Galbank archives contained the Legacy's transponder code, which I'll program into your nav system. All you have to do is get within the vicinity of Bannock 4, and the Comspike will automatically point you to the target. Cute toy, huh?
Hell yeah. How will the conduction grid module help me get to the legacy?
Well, you already know that the conduction grid does a pretty nifty trick. It absorbs extreme voltage and converts it to usable power on neon.
Det er det
The
sjukeste.
version for your ship can still absorb incoming electrical energy, like, say, the EM field surrounding Bannock 4, but it can't store the power. Instead, it just scatters the EM harmlessly away from the hull, insulating you from frying every circuit aboard. As a nice side effect, I'm betting the module will make your ship somewhat EM weapon resistant and boost its shield regen. Lucky you.
Nice. What can you tell me about the keys of defensive
There are
batteries?
3 defensive batteries, basically high-powered military space turrets, triangulated around the key. They were part of the UC's original defenses for the station. Pretty effective, too. Can put some serious hurt on enemy spacecraft. The good news is that the batteries have an incredibly wide field of coverage, so they can pick off ships trying to reach the key from any vector. The bad news is that they're 100-year-old tech. They keep breaking down and are expensive as hell to keep operational.
Det var det.
You just watch your butt out there.
Hvorfor
Number 6.
er det marker på hu?
I need to get those
Mind help me with my
Not a
ship?
problem. Conduction grid. Oh.
Så. Shipbuilder. Building these ship models will cost credits and deleting them will give you credits back. The shipbuilder will keep running. Ok, så det er sånn her jeg gjør det. Men hvordan? Options. Nei. Jeg vil bare putte på de greiene jeg trenger, liksom. Add. Ok. Structure, struktural. Shields. Add. Add. Gear. Equipment. Der da. Conduction grid. Gear. Nei. Ok, da er vi good. Back. Hvorfor kan jeg ikke bare 3 error? Delete. Cancel. Oh my god, jeg skjønner ikke en dritt, ass. Cancel. Upgrade. Nei, det var ikke det. Det var shipbuilder. Så, gear. Ah. Sånn. Så... Kom, Spike. Sånn. Accept.
I need to get those defensive batteries. Not a problem.
Det er så mye piss, ass!
I bet you would.
Ja, conduction grid og... Det er scan jammer. Det må jeg ta bort. Delete. Nei. Det da var... Sånn. Så jeg tar bort den, og så... Mass. Kan jeg ta bort noe? Options. Undo. Nei. Det var feil. Det er så sjukt at det der gjør... Det er bugga. Så jævlig bugga, liksom. Whatever.
Monastery and the rook. They dress up as a monk to find him. It was some kind of
Nå kommer sikkert skipet mitt til å være helt fucked, fordi det er mer mass enn det burde være på skipet.
shielding. I got secret compartment.
We're free and clear for flight.
Merker ikke noe. Men mobility eller noe. Sagan. Og jeg skal si fra at de... Teammatesa.
Nice jump. We're right on target. Lack and love.
Hell yeah.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Feels like we got
Good.
maybe one more
After we're done
conflict
here,
in store.
arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
There you are. Where have you been? I've received the reports about that stunt you pulled inside of Jenada. Yes, sir. Opening fire inside a civilian facility. Are you out of your mind?
Generdyne is furious at us right now. They want Commander Reconde to resign.
Didn't have a choice.
You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how you see SysDev operates. I don't care if we're one step away from Crix's legacy. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Top throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here. So let's get back to the operation at hand. It's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key.
I'm glad the UC is finally backing your play.
Thanks to your evidence, we are finally able to convince them to task us the necessary resources. Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. Delgado gains access to those resources. We might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Crix system. They're gathering allies by making
Nu fick jag dålig samvittighet.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDev won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
So we have to clean up your mess again. I swear, if we sent a team of Rangers, we could deal with all of this once and for all.
Unfortunately, I don't think the Freestar Collective would be willing to provide resources to anything related to the United Colonies.
I'll bring Crix's legacy back to the Vigilance.
I've always known that when it came down to it, you'd do the right thing. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannock 4. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck.
How did you convince the UC to authorize the attack?
The evidence you've been bringing to Lieutenant Toft has been instrumental in convincing the brass at Mast to greenlight the attack. They've sent us support ships, extra troops, weapons, all on account of your role in the operation. To put it simply, if it wasn't for you, this operation would be at a standstill.
What will happen to Crix's legacy after I bring it to UC SysDev?
During the end of the Narian War, the money was destined to bolster the Freestar Collective's coffers. Even though we were rivals at the time, and I suppose we still are to some extent, the credits still rightfully belong to their people. After the money is turned over to Mast, I'm certain arrangements will be made to return the money to the proper authorities in Aquila City.
It's the primary directive of SysDev.
Our directive is simple. We are tasked with the eradication of space piracy in the settled systems. As the chief source of pirate activity, the Crimson
Cops and robbers. Ok. Ja, jeg må gi det, jeg må få good ending her, ass. Etter jeg knerta masse folk inn i det der sivile stedet. Faen, ass. I'm a bad person. I've done some mistakes, but it's a war. Jeg kommer definitivt til å spille bad guy på neste save jeg tar, ass. Men det blir jo så klart. Det blir nok ikke på stream. Det blir chill playthrough. Men nå skal jeg jumpe helt bort dit. Da må jeg vel først dit.
quick as an old asteroid. Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Your song really made my day.
Oh, and now you've made mine. Afraid my ship's got the next
You
one,
Irish?
so I'm away. Fair
Or
travel.
Scottish? Han bare stakk, han. Faen, jeg! Lyst til å prate med henne. Ok. Da kan vi jumpe til hyla. Å, jævlig, ja. Fuck. Easy.
For starters, how about turning off that cam?
Ryujin ship. Dock. Huh. Mysterious ship.
Docking cycle complete.
Are they aliens?
Could lend your ear when you got a moment.
So, look alive. Just in time.
Damn.
Don't be shy.
You there. We need to speak with you. Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
That depends on what's going on.
Sure, I get it. It doesn't look good. A couple of heavies standing over a dead woman. Obviously, that wasn't part of the plan. She was with us. And now... Well, now I think I'm starting to see a solution. But first, you want to know what's going on. That thing over there
Han der er companion
It's an
material.
AI, an artificial.
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that?
Did Ryujin create this AI?
If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This is something special.
I'm going to need you to explain that further.
We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there. By our... Well, yeah. Just be careful.
I just stick it into the outside of the probe.
Yep. Ryujin likes to keep things simple for us. It'll wirelessly transmit the code changes.
I don't know, I won't end up like a dead friend over there.
Well, what are the chances that'll happen twice?
You do it.
I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest in dying before I get to Paradiso.
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harnessed the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
Well, since you put it that way, I better take it. Hand it over.
Here. I knew you'd make the smart choice.
Request. Collect additional data.
I don't got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you. My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
No matter what happens, Sam, I'm in your corner.
That means a lot. When I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical co-family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
For the first job, you could do a lot worse.
That's the way my dad looked at it. On paper, I see your point. But it was rough. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus. Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
What was fun about it?
Up until then, I tried my best to be the dutiful son. I hated it. Man, I tried. This was a rush. It's a thrill. Lying through my teeth to customs, even that shady delivery guy. I felt like I was finally, truly living.
Han är sån där adrenaline junkie. I can see the appeal.
And you're a hell of a lot smarter than I was. So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties. Innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
You know you didn't kill those people.
Not directly. And I tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
It sounds like your boss took advantage of you.
Yeah, but it takes two to tango.
Han var bara en kid.
I don't know when I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough, a whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous. Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. That should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
Taking out fleet vessels with a skiff's cannon is impressive as hell.
I don't even know how I did it. Pure instinct. But it wasn't enough. And then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. All that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but... Lillian... she... saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table.
You aren't that kid anymore. You're probably a better person for it. If you haven't done anything you're ashamed of once or twice, you haven't really lived.
That's, well, that. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
She thinks the world of you. It'll be fine.
That's easy for you to say. Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is... something else.
Klør sånn
I
steril.
know, you're right. I need to let her into Cora's life. In a big way. I just need to get up the nerve to talk with her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery. Like getting a root canal.
Still working up the nerve? You have a job to do.
Query. Will you change me?
Still figuring out what's going on.
Explanation. I'm called Juno. Request. Input query parameters.
Nice to meet you.
Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me.
Understand you know I don't want to be changed either, but I need to ask a few questions so I can help you.
Explanation. You and I do not want to be changed. Request. Do not change me.
Did someone program you?
Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno.
You didn't do all this by yourself. Who hooked up?
Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free.
How did you get there?
Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno.
I made up my mind, Juno.
Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
I mean, Juno is real enough for me to feel for it.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision?
Actually, I'm still trying to work through this. Can I ask you some questions? Alright. Okay, I made him.
Assumption. Request. Query. What?
You're a person with your own thoughts and desires.
True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for? Processing. Being a good person.
I guess you try to do your best to do good things, and if you fail, you keep trying.
Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Goodness is based on context. Explanation. Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better results. Decision. Gather more data from different perspectives. Query. What is the purpose of existence?
Existence is an accident. There's no purpose of existence, just try to relax and enjoy your time here.
Calculation. Existence is accidental. Assumption. Humans find enjoyment taking actions that satisfy biological, emotional, social, or mental desire. Clarification. Desires based on need. Context. Juno is programmed with desire to collect, store, analyze, and report data. Clarification. I am called Juno. Context. I have no desires. Calculation. I am incapable of joy.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans.
It's not hard. Just slap that board on. It's magnetic. You're not taking that thing's side, are you?
Oh, I'll do it. I just want to be sure I'm getting paid to risk my life. And if I refuse to do it, if I refuse to do it,
It should be clear by now that you are in no position to refuse.
Juno deserves freedom.
Freedom? It's a malfunctioning machine. It doesn't need freedom any more than a broken data slate needs freedom.
And here I thought you lost your sense of humor. I'm always up for a good debate.
Fine. I'll give you one shot to try to convince me.
Therapy's working.
Eugene Industries. This project has red flags all over it. Call it a day. I'll file the report. You guys go get a drink somewhere on me.
You aren't wrong. I could use a drink, but these orders are from the top.
Do we really want to be involved in something likely to be so controversial? Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports and dodging and weaving our way out of getting screwed by that. We lost a ship and the tech. No one will blame us if we walk away from this. And even if they do, we won't be blamed for whatever disaster would ensue if we did drag this thing back to HQ. There's no guarantee the control board will even work like they want. What if it makes it more powerful and more angry?
Calm down. I'm thinking. All right, listen. We'll accidentally check a few wrong boxes on the situation report and forget any of this happened. But give me that control board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Please and thank you.
It'll be cramped, sure.
You should see my apartment. I'm used to cramped.
You're used to squalor.
That was 1 week, years ago. And I was going through something, and you know it.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
Query. Why did you do that?
So, not sure. Sometimes I just do things.
Context. I sometimes do random things. Explanation. Random input can test system resilience. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion. Processing. Context. If you were like me. Processing. Query. What would your life directive be?
No, I can't tell you what to do with your life. We all figure that out ourselves, trying things until something feels right.
Decision. I will consider this course of action. I. Processing. Processing. Delay. Systems badly damaged. Processing cores overheating. Decision. Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability restored.
Context, we are parting. Request, be safe. Assumption, I'll see you later.
Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Assumption. We will meet again. Warning. Shutdown sequence initiated.
That's that.
God damn. Det er sånt jeg hadde lest, vanligvis. Okay.
Nice to be back.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
Yo. That's not the way to start a conversation.
I guess it is. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Hey, don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us.
Give 50 credits, add this to the book fund then.
Oh, Dad, you've made the best friend ever.
Well, now you done it. Now you can get pestered about books nonstop.
Yeah, a small price to pay for my education. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese.
Yeah. A good old plain cheese pizza is classic.
Oh, no.
Looks like it's cheese pizza from here on out.
This is horrifying. Oh, well. Let me think. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship. But imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
Kul unge da. Da får de bli med meg til det der missionet mitt da, før jeg sender dem hjem igjen. Jeg er jævlig glad for at jeg hoppet på det skipet, ass. Det var moro.
Initial station complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Damn, Juno.